All right, we've just been reporting to you that Representative Edward Markey of Massachusetts has told us that BP has made a decision to pull its live webcam. This is the feed that you're looking at right here. This is the Gulf oil spill. We've been looking at this webcam. They say that when they start their top kill tomorrow to kill that well, they're going to pull that. He says they're going to pull the feed. Now, we've just received a response from BP's PR rep, Andrew Gowers, and he says, quote, "The decision to keep the feed up or pull it during the top kill is under review. The decision has not been made yet." So a little bit of conflicting information, but it does appear that there is some discussion about pulling this feed. The point of keeping that feed up was that we were going to be able to track whether more or less oil was coming out of that picture as this top kill was being initiated. This is the attempt to kill that well. Now, Representative Markey says they made a decision to pull it. BP saying the decision has not been made. We'll continue to keep you up to speed with what that decision is and what is going on in that story. We also want to keep you up to speed with what's going on the stock market right now. We've been seeing a lot of very volatile days this morning and overnight. We saw some heavy losses in Asia and Europe. Right now, we're off about 1.6%. Now, it doesn't seem as bad because it's only down 161 points on the Dow to 99.04, but the fact is, if you were to lose 1.6% every day on the market, things would be very, very bad. We've lost a lot, actually, but I want to give you some larger perspective. Let's go back to 2007, October of 2007, which was the height of this market. Now, from October of 2007 to March of last year, we think that was the bottom. We hope that was the bottom. If you were invested in a fund like an S&P 500 fund or a Dow fund, if your 401k had some of that in there, you would have seen a drop of roughly 57% if you hadn't done anything, if you just stayed in your investment until March of last year. But look at what happened from March of last year to April of this year. The market had been on a steady march upward, gaining about 80%. Now, typically, a good market, on average, over 10 years, your market should return 10 or 11% to you on an annual basis. We don't see 80% up in that period, but that's what we've seen in that little while. Now, look at what has happened since April of this year to now. We're down 12%. That would be a bad year in the market under any circumstances. So what you can see is over the last year and a half, you've seen a very, very volatile market, and that's back to where we are right now. A lot of people are asking, how do I take advantage of what's going on right now? This tends to be a bit of a trader's market. For the average person, you should have a strategy, an investment strategy that takes into account how much money you have and how long you have until retirement. You shouldn't really be playing markets like this. The people buying and selling actively today tend to be traders more than investors. What you should do is talk to your financial advisor or look at your 401k, look at that pie chart and see how much exposure you have to Europe. You may want to pull some of that back right now. It might be safer to be involved in companies that do more money in the U.S. and Canada and South America and in Asia. Europe at the moment looks like it's got problems for some time to come. Okay, let me give you an up-to-date view of some of the stories we're following here on CNN this hour. We're not going to be sure, we're not sure yet whether or not we're going to see BP's latest attempt to plug the massive oil leak in the Gulf of Mexico. As I mentioned to you at the top of this hour, we're hearing from a congressman, Representative Edward Markey in Massachusetts, that BP plans to pull the plug on its live streaming video of the leak. We've been showing you that video here on air. BP says it has not made a decision yet. We're going to continue to follow the developments and bring that to you as soon as we know about them.